This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. This game is not suitable for those who are, are easily disturbed.
Rated E for everyone.
Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent your exposure of highly disturbing content. Do you agree?
I guess.
Man, did he even give me time to read it? This game is not suitable for children or those who are...
Or easily disturbed.
What if you're both?
Yeah, what are if you're both?
Man's gotta do the settings first.
Yeah, man, we're doing fucking user guide. Sam, what's your name?
Oh god, what is your name?
My name is Senpai. Senpai. AI. There you go.
Why do you want such a generic name? I guess, all right, it's you. All right,
It
so
is me, I
So
guess.
this is gonna be hilarious because there's gonna be Senpai.
Oh, I think this is the girl, right?
I think that's you.
Hey!
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might be drawing to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children.
And real quick, some exposition. Sam has actually, for some reason, never played this game or knows what happens or anything.
Oh no.
Never played it.
Everyone else has. And we actually got a new guy. I don't know what he wants to be called. We'll call him Eon for now. But Eon, say something.
That's me, Eon, the stinky man himself.
Is he a real person? I don't know.
You'll never know.
But he's really stinky. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? Yeah, because I'm a piece of shit, I guess. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up, so, you know, screw her. Because if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away.
Really,
Wow, this
really
this
living
is
up to your
some-
name, right?
Yeah, right? However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again. But I caught up with you this time.
You sure did.
Maybe you shouldn't run away, only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Oh, that was you. Never mind. It's the same thing. Wow. I thought it changed the color. I thought you were
it
blue.
did too.
Hold on, really
but
quick.
only
Maybe
because
maybe there is like a color change. There isn't.
color change. No,
There is not.
we have to be perceptive.
Damn,
maybe,
fuck.
But only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me? That's mean, Senpai.
It sure is. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something, because, you know, I'm a piece of shit.
No cap.
Fine. But did you wait for me? After all. I guess you don't have
Yes,
it
I
in you to
did.
be mean to me if you want to be.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school.
You're like voicing this man in a way that
As we
I feel
draw
like I'd beat his
near,
ass.
the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
Hide away, Senpai.
What?
Have you decided on a club to join yet?
What? A club? I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I'm way too cool for clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you will join a club this year.
Did I? I was probably stoned or something.
Sure.
I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. But I figured it'd be it'd be easier to gaslight her anyway. It'd be gaslighted easier anyway.
Gaslighter as a verb is hilarious.
Too much about me. It is. Gaslighter the verb, the game. When I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
This guy is a dick.
Yeah, he's a hero.
I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
Nonsense.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know?
That's why I'm the protagonist.
I know you're happy now, but I died at the thought of you becoming a NEET capital in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
Don't worry, I'm not going to become capital anything.
You trust me, right?
I guess.
Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right.
All right. You sound like my mom. Jeez, whatever. I'll look at a few clubs if it'll make you happy. I guess. No promises though, because like I said, I'm too cool for that, you know?
You at least promise me you'll try a little.
Yeah, I guess I will promise you that I might do the bare minimum maybe.
Just like any high schooler.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Whoa, internalized misogyny. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head, because, all I do is gaslight her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Ugh. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Yeah, no way her and I have a class together or anything. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch up to you coming out to the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club, weirdo.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
You have a club, Sayori? That's,
Yeah?
There's no way I'm getting in your club, alright?
Meanie.
Sayori's vice president of the literature club.
Impressive.
It's like the most boring club at school. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature, because, literature's so dumb, and, am I right, guys? In fact, I'm, 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help, start a new club. Yeah, since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president, because she was, the second to be yeah, sure. So, with that said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less, for sure. No cap on God. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway, Sayori?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything, and...
Wait, so you're saying that you, hyped me up to your friends, and your friends made cupcakes for me without even knowing who I am, and they're, super stoked to meet me? That's, really Mean of you. Why would you do that? Don't make promises you can't keep, Sayori. Can't tell if Sayori really is that much of an airhead, or she's just so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh.
It's a jerk. My God.
Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
Let's
In
go.
the back of his class, smoking his vape, like, why?
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Hey, Frank, that kind of reminds me of your character in D&D. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
Hello. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Oh, Sayori, you didn't say your friends were hot.
Sayori always says nice things about you.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I am a boy.
Way to kill the atmosphere.
Alright, sorry about that.
Senpai, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club,
That's more like it.
bitch.
Yeah, alright, let's go. All words escape me in this situation. No, they don't, bruh. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh my god.
What are you looking at? Blah, blah, blah. If you want to say something, say it. Blah, blah.
Sorry, I get nervous.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Us.
She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Wow, so you're just like body shaming this little girl who made cupcakes for you?
You could just ignore her if she gets moody or starts throwing up. Either of the
She's a
two.
14-year-old child. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. This is weird, man.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Fuck everyone else.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki, like the ones I'm shaming, you know? So, oh well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
Monica?
That's right. It's great to see you again. Insert name here.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year, so her and I are basically like dating now. It's getting kind of serious, I guess you could say. You know, Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Like, she's smart, she's beautiful, she's athletic, and like, you know, all those other considered qualities that we just attribute to beauty, you know? Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little, oh, whoa, what's this for you too, Monica? No, what's happening to me? I'm the protagonist.
Come on, Senpai. You made it. We made room for you at the table. You can sit down next to me or Monica, please. Make the right choice.
Monica?
I'll get cupcakes.
Next to Monica?
Hey, I made him. I'll get him.
That sounds like a good idea.
Sorry, I got too excited.
Monica.
Then how about I make some tea as well?
Well,
the girls
look
have
like
a few desks arranged to form a table.
It's like they have like suction like cups attached to their backs that's making these blazers just like conform to their tits.
Right.
It's like what?
As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Why would you put me in this awkward position where I have to choose? Just give me one seat and call it a day. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready?
I guess, you strange girl.
Ta-da!
Is she okay?
Wow!
Is anyone okay? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. They are absolutely undeniably adorable.
So cute.
I had no idea you were so good at baking. Not so good.
Well, you know. Hurry and take one.
Are you guys okay? Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, and I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full. It has already managed to get icing on her face. I don't know why I'm shaming her for having fun eating delicious snacks with her friends, so I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a little bite. Natsuki is quiet. Too quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Are you waiting for me, Natsuki? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
What are you thinking of me? It's not like that.
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
You've never heard anyone talk like this. Made it for you or anything.
Oh, I thought you technically kinda did because I internalized what Sayori said after I misheard her.
Fine, maybe.
See, I told you.
But not for you, dummy.
That's okay. There are more people than me. You know, it's alright. You're right. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and just dismissed this conversation. So Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Yeah, I guess, and it's not like tea is not commonplace in Japan or anything either. It's part of the culture, you know?
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Yeah.
That's not.
Insulted and a little bit scared and also kind of sick now, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea, you know, like food and stuff. That's cool.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm perfectly normal. She faintly smiles to herself in relief as I validate her weirdness. Monica raises an eyebrow as I do not validate her weirdness, but then she smiles at me anyway.
What made you consider the literature club?
Monica, are you okay? I was afraid of this question, especially being asked like this. Really sets me on edge, you know? Something tells me that I should have let Monica know that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I just haven't joined any clubs yet. And Sayori seemed really happy here, and I kind of see why now.
It's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay?
That's great. Yeah.
As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Oh, so you're the president. That makes so much sense now. That explains why Sayori dragged me here. Yeah. I don't know why I'm surprised. That's not surprising at all. How come you decided to start your own club, Monica? You could probably be like a board member for any of the other major clubs here, you know? Like, weren't you a leader for the debate club last year? You were a master debater last year.
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing and the budget and the publicity and how it's prepared, and it's...
Yeah, I get that.
I'd much rather take something personally I enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Monica's a really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement because we're not giving her more dialogue. Fuck Yuri. Well, then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club, right, Monica, who's perfectly normal? Right, Monica, who is perfectly normal?
You could put it that way.
Could I put it another way?
Not many people are very interested in putting out all the efforts. Start by something brand new.
I'm interested in putting out...
Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. You beta male.
Yeah, you do. You have to work real hard, huh?
But it makes school events like the festival that makes much more importance. I'm confident that we all really grow this club. Rerouting. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate.
Yeah, same here.
Right, everyone?
Especially if you all work really hard for Senpai.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do our best.
That's a good girl.
Yeah, you know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal, united for a common cause. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three because no other girl ever read books ever of any kind in history, right? Maybe that's why they were just all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature because I have stereotypes to fill.
So, Senpai, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, like nothing, in case I haven't made that obvious yet. But considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that question. I do read manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. I have piqued her interest. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Maybe I should say manga again.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Correct, I'm a Giga Chad. Although, that can change. What am I saying? What am I doing? I spoke without thinking. After seeing Yuri's sad smile, oh my god, is this character development? Anyway, what about you, Yuri? What do you like to read? Tell me more about you.
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me.
Yeah, I also love Ayn Rand.
Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people.
But, I like a lot of things.
Like what?
Stories with deep psychological elements usually
Yeah?
immerse me as well.
That's so cool.
Isn't it amazing how writers can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Yeah, it is. Wait, what am I saying?
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I'm actually a huge fan of Junji Ito. Have you read any of his manga? I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level.
Oh, you're more impressive than this guy.
At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. My favorite was the story of Animagawa Faults and where they all find the hole that was meant just for them.
What do you think, Monica?
Sorry. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri.
Yeah, horror manga is actually really deep and profound.
Yeah. For something as gentle as you.
Have you ever read Shibuya Goldfish? It's a fucked up. I guess you could say that.
Guess you could.
But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Of course you do.
Huh? Why is that?
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. What could this mean?
Never mind.
This motherfucker's so ugly it makes me hate horror. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you?
Natsuki.
What? What gives you that idea?
Maybe the fact that you bake these adorable cupcakes for your friends.
I don't know what gives me out of you. Fucking pink hair. What do you fucking... Anyway, you left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't you say it out loud. No,
The fall of capitalism.
Get back.
I see. The Communist Manifesto... Oh, fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Of course not. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Yeah, sometimes.
That's okay. That's nothing to be ashamed
Why
of.
do you care?
I think that's actually really impressive. Why don't you share them with me sometime, Natsuki?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You would like them.
That's a strong assumption. But, not a very confident writer yet, are we?
I understand how Natsuki feels.
Oh, do you?
Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence.
Hmm.
The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart by opening your chest.
Wait, what?
Okay. Yeah, there's the lines. There you go. Do you have to write? Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example. Help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ...
I
guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poem.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Monica gets really excited, doesn't she?
You bet.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. I wonder why.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share the same with each other.
That way, everyone is even.
What a great idea. You guys don't like this idea?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Your choice doesn't matter, Senpai. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club.
That's right, choice is an illusion.
Isn't that right, Senpai?
Monica smiles warmly at me, once again, not hungrily or strangely at all. But hold on. There's still just one problem, ladies. Just one itsy bitsy, teeny tiny.
Sorry, I was
Timey-wimey
just kind of
problem.
staring at your eyes for a moment.
I understand. It's part of the protagonist syndrome.
What's the problem?
Now that we are back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club.
was boobs.
Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I never made any promises. You, however, have made nothing but assumptions. I still have many other clubs to look at, and, well, I lose my train of thought surrounded by these 4 girls whose hearts I've just broken for being a piece of shit.
Oh, we know you'll be back.
I'm sorry, I thought...
Senpai.
You guys... Oh no, you made me lose the voice. I'm defenseless against these girls. Where do my main character voice go? How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Oh god, no. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, All right. Okay. I've made a decision. I will join Doki Doki Literature Club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey.
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you just came for cupcakes, I'd be pissed.
Oh. Yeah, it's official.
So
Welcome to the Literature Club.
All right,
dumb bitch.
cool. Yeah, she said the words. Oh, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can all officially end today's meeting with this schmuck. Everyone remember tonight's assignment.
Wait, we have homework?
Make sure you get a knife, rope, especially you, Sayori. And, you know, we can all share.
Rope. Wait, we share the knife and the rope?
You'll see.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, there you go. Senpai, I look forward to seeing you how you express yourself. Just fucking go home already. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Can I really impress
Does
the
anyone have my
class star Monica
briefcase?
with me? With my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. What'd she say about a briefcase? Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Senpai, since we're here already, do you want to walk home together? We literally are next door neighbors.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of dumb if we didn't. And that's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. But now, yeah, we might as well.
Yeah!
And with that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh man, this reminds me of 2009, writing poetry at night about girls in my class. Whoa, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
I think this is like the perfect time to just like all of us to speak during this like
Yeah,
thing,
this
since
is
there's not
finally
really no,
fucking
like,
gameplay.
yeah.
Finally.
Alone. Cage, beauty, headphones, candy, happiness, vertigo,
Explode.
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 Let's start with
Explode.
explode philosophy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inferno.
Okay, we
Explode Inferno.
Explode Inferno. Yeah. Let's do Explode Inferno.
Contamination.
Explode Inferno Contamination. It's pretty metal.
Infinite.
Wait.
Explosion.
Infinite. Yeah.
What about them cheeks?
Death.
Despise.
And then Kitty. Yeah. There's Kitty.
Entropy.
Agonize.
Wait.
Agonizing.
Yeah, agonizing. Agonizing's the best one here. Anxiety. It's the first one that caught my eye. I have that.
Pain.
Pain's good. Let me see. Socks. Socks. We're gonna go with socks.
Eternity.
Eternity.
Infallible oblivion.
Graveyard.
Now, Sam, real quick, have you noticed that
Yes.
each choice, Sam, has these girls jumping up and down depending on which one they like the most?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, who are you gonna romance? Who are you gonna curse to have more dialogue?
I don't know. I was just going with words first to see what happened, but let's do. I kind of want to go with Yuri, so let's do sunset and see what happens. Nothing? No? Okay. Doesn't like sunsets. What about intellectual?
Sunsets.
Tragedy?
Uncanny.
There we go. Yeah. All right. We like Yuri.
Cry.
No. We like let's do
Effulgent.
secretive. There we go.
Determination.
Imagination.
Feathers.
Look, see, I know this girl. I know what she wants. I know what Yuri wants and needs. I know what she wants. No. Shame is good, but no. We're gonna give Yuri
Depression.
depression. We're gonna give her depression.
Captive.
And say you already loved that.
Heartbeat.
Let's do love. Where's love? Oh, she doesn't like love? Okay.
Unstable.
Doki Doki.
Doki Doki? Let's do Doki
Yep.
Doki.
And that's it. Run
And
credits.
Sticky.
we're gonna end on something sticky.
Tears.
We're gonna end on something sticky.
Sticky. Oh man, no. Oh god. Oh shit, it's me. Hey there, Senpai. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in. Everyone else is already hanging out.
Thank you for keeping your promise, Senpai. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. I know men are scared of commitment.
I'm a 17-year-old male protagonist.
Make you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it, and boobs.
Oops.
Boobs. Come on, he deserves that he sucked. Sir, you told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year.
I did not.
And last year too, you're losing.
Right. 17-year-old male protagonist here, yeah.
I don't know if you plan to just hang out here or what. If you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You won't see the end of it. We're gonna murder you.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth, you stupid bit. For someone who who keeps her manga collection in the club room, you nerd.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat, even though she's right, manga is literature.
Don't worry, guys. Senpai always gives it his best as long as he's having fun, right?
Even when I'm not, I still like to make sure everyone else is.
He helps me with busy work without even asking me.
That's right.
Is that true?
Oh, I stay busy with you all the time.
Like cooking and cleaning my room. I'm making these up, right?
Wait, what?
How dependable.
That's right, I am dependable. Yuri, witness me. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy that it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Someone has to keep an eye out for you.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you?
Yeah, but we're not that close, I guess.
I might be a little jealous.
No need.
How come? You and Senpai are good friends too, right? Huh?
Sayori? Never mind. Forgot what I was going to say. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori.
She brought a knife.
Huh? For me? You shouldn't have.
Not really?
Yeah, I should have made assumptions anyway.
Just don't be shy. Pull it out.
I'm not shy.
It's really nothing.
Well, why don't you show me what it is then?
Never mind.
Come on.
You already made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I know you're not supposed to have those in school.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation and fight the ghost. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you, Yuri, is an extremely pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Don't worry.
Is that so?
Sure is! Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be big.
Oh. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out,
Oh, thanks.
so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy.
Oh, jeez.
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. It's meant for elementary school kids. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Oh my god. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, arigato gozaimasu. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
I know, phew. I don't know how to say that. Well, you can read it at your own pace. At your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Yeah, it's usually the pace people read their books at anyway, right? Anyway, now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. What about, I could only presume, Yuri's face is already buried in a book? I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages? Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She seeks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second, and the alarm in my head is going, girl. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry about that, Yuri. I was just spacing out. Don't mind me. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine.
Well, that's good.
If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place.
Yeah, all right.
But I'm just rereading this bit, so, you know.
That's the book that you gave me, right?
Yes. I wanted to reread some of it because last time I read it, I was a child. For any particular reason.
Just curious.
Oh, sorry.
Have you, you have 2 copies of the same book?
Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean,
I've made her flustered.
I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Uh-huh. I see. Perfectly normal. Happens to me all the time. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Don't worry.
I'm glad to hear you know how to read. Once it
Sometimes.
starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and reliable story.
Oh, is that so? What's it about? Anyway, why don't you tell me more?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, and that dark turn kind of came out of nowhere.
Someone's trauma dumping.
Yeah, I thought he was actually laughing.
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Senpai?
No, it's not like that at all. It's just, I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I enjoy all kinds of different things. Things people don't assume I would like.
Remember, this was made for 5-year-olds.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these kinds of things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely traumatized.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. Horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protag, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans.
Yes, I too have read Watchmen.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. Not again. Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, are you okay? Also, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Wow, what a weird thing to say.
Well, I guess it's alright then.
Yeah, it is.
But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem.
Oh.
When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please don't stop me if I start talking too much.
That's, you know what? That's perfectly okay. It sounds like you might have some undiagnosed ADHD, maybe some anxiety there that you could work through in therapy, but totally fine. I know someone you could call, but, I really don't think you need to worry about it in this situation, in this setting, That just means that you're passionate about reading. Yeah. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all, right?
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Right now, right here, in front of everyone.
You don't have to make it weird, especially.
Why not, One-chan? What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you were looking forward to it. Is it something I said? Oh, fuck, it was something I said, wasn't it? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I'd put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? Yeah, it's fine. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry.
This is normal with my voice. It happens to every guy.
It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very, very used to. That is reading in company with somebody.
Oh, I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
All right.
I open the book and start the prologue like any good reader should. I soon understand what Yuri meant about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
Sorry, I do? Sorry. I don't really mean to, sorry. Sorry.
You sure you're not half Canadian, Yuri? Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them and not the two of us.
I suppose so, sorry.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here, sorry.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. And do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Oh, we're so close. This way, I turn a page, Yuri slices it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Oh, jeez. When I'm holding it like this, oh man, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in a corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Yeah, sorry. Got distracted there. Yeah, just distracted. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. Oh my god. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay, sorry. You're not as used to reading, right? You're slow, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Words are hard. It's probably the least I could do. Since you've been so patient with me. By the way, do you like the smell of my shampoo? It's bubblegum mint.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Yeah. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? Sorry. How does she? Sorry.
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does, you know. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Senpai, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that way. Like, why would you say shit like that? What's wrong with you?
Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing, so I'm just gonna blame it all on you.
Body
instead of
shaming
your
is a
reaction.
thing, and so is mental body shaming. Like, God.
I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
You find my faults cute in some sort of way? Isn't that kind of like narcissistic? Okay, what are you saying all of a sudden?
Oh, fuck, finally, those two are fucking done talking. Alright, anyways. Okay, everyone! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might have enough time, because two fucking heterosexuals were talking.
Sorry.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
This guy really likes to talk out loud. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. Is this incel making fun of you?
It's not that. It's fine. Sorry.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight.
Your thumb okay, Senpai?
Or would you prefer that I only read it with you?
If you don't read, you're never gonna learn. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
Interesting. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning, but again, I already read the book. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Again, in your own time, alright?
All right. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
Where he like renamed himself Senpai. Government issue, just so people can call him. It's weird. Oh, by the way, did you remember to write that poem last night?
Senpai sure did, Miss Monica. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Let's read it. I couldn't really find much inspiration except girls, since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? Maybe Yuri.
I can't wait. You're going to pick me, right?
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Oh, I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Oh, you want
Who
to?
should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Duh. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Oh, yes.
She thought that was good.
Oh, what was that?
Did I say that out loud? Sorry.
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh my gosh, it's so adorable.
Ooh.
Yuri? You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri?
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So,
Good job, Yuri.
what kind of writing experience do you have, considering you can't read? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before, but you don't read.
Thanks, it's a trauma. Really? Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you, Yuri. This is actually my first time, One-chan. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just mean,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typicals of new writers and babies. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Plus, I also take care of my little nieces and nephews who are babies. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make this style very deliberate, and also you need to work on how you write because it looks like a baby's. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they forfeited the two to. Wait, did you do Mad Libs? Did you Mad Libs your freaking assignment? This is The end result, both style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem, but I can't believe
I
you
hope this
mad-libbed
doesn't
this.
awaken anything in me.
Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things and reading! I also hope that everything else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Or everyone else in the club, you know what I mean. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though, and a bit of a bitch.
Bias? How?
Well... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine, I think and guess. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
There you go for it, Christian.
God. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glows. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I have such a terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
That's just because I'm a 17-year-old male protagonist. Well, I just don't read script very often, you know? I actually think your handwriting is quite pretty, Yuri.
You mean cursive? That's a relief?
Also, I really like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very, very descriptive.
It wasn't too short, right?
That's what I'm supposed to be saying.
I usually write. I usually write longer poems, but you wouldn't know anything about length.
Not at all. I wouldn't know anything about length.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Senpai.
Really? I must have totally missed the point because I saw the word ghost at least 3 times.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. It took you 30 minutes, class is over. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work.
She's upset that the street lights are being changed with new light bulbs. That's what the point of that poem was.
You usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic. Is that even a word? Symbolically? Symbolically. Compared to a ghost. Reminds me of freaking like symbolism. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That is a lot. No, that was not all that.
That's a lot more solemn when you put it like that. I'd never even thought of that. So that's like really impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too. So.
Thanks. Nah, I don't think it. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you, you know.
You think so?
Oh, I know so. Of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. Why is this taking so long? Why do I have so many lines? Oh my god, I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Senpai.
That's a good girl, Yuri.
Oh god.
Me too.
Who's next?
I think...
Monica.
Yeah, Monica. Monica should be next. We haven't gotten too much one-on-one with Monica.
Nice, James.
Monica?
Sorry, too busy looking at, yeah. You having a good time?
I think so.
You better be. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or something, we could do better. I'm not listening to you, because I'm the club president. Don't be afraid, don't be afraid to bring anything up.
Alright, I will keep that in mind. Thank you, Monica. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Look at her, she's terrifying. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in and understand just what the fuck is going on with Monica.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
Not anymore, but... It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Oh god, this sucks.
Oh, you could do that too.
Don't worry, Senpai. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that's a barrier that we all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, James.
Thanks.
I was going blue in my head about reading it.
But not out loud.
It's really shit. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so shit. I guess I underestimated you on how shit this is. It's easiest for me to keep.
Yeah, it's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low, because 17-year-old male protagonist. And that way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Everyone's like, whoa, he breathed today. Congrats.
That's not really fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway.
Which was the point.
You know, that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
Yeah, I wrote it for her. I need her to notice me.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism.
Like good writing?
Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
getting a phone call of some sort. Both allowing people to get something out of it. I think my Uber Eats is here. Or letting them deeply analyze all the nuisances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has. I never really asked it, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Maybe you should ask that of her.
Don't worry so much about that.
Why not?
You do your own thing.
Okay, scary lady.
Just keep exploring, yeah, and learn by trying new things.
Yeah, words of affirmation. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot, because I have a long, rich, full life ahead of me that will definitely not be cut short anytime soon, right? It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. You should already feel comfortable because there's nothing out of the ordinary. And I love to see you try some new things.
Right, like pegging.
That's the best way to find that kind of style that suits you, stupid bastard. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Like this huge cock here. So don't force yourself to write... I'm sorry. The way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about expressing them or anything.
Not when they're that huge.
I think Yuri's doing the laughing for me. Like listen to him.
Yeah.
Anyway, you want to read my poem now?
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm not very good.
Let me be the judge of that. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
Exactly! I see. Well, let's read it then.
Alright, hold on.
Let's see. Hole in wall.
It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkles protrudes. I'm noisy neither. Have an angry boyfriend. I'll never know how I was home. I'll peer inside for a clue. Yeah, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out of the sun. But it's too late. My retinas are already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. There's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now what the hell's looking in. I was looking out. Get in, I was looking in.
Whoa. Yeah, he had me in the first half there, I will say.
So that's what you think. I see. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very free form, you know, very avant-garde, new age, very modern, postmodern, you know, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm not really a person you should be getting any sort of feedback from on for like anything ever. But yeah, that's what I think about it.
It's okay. Why don't you just go ask Yuri?
Yeah, let's go ask Yuri. Yes,
That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays anyway, so you know.
Yeah, it's all over TikTok.
That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration that you had behind this poem?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it.
Murder.
I guess you could say that I had kind of an epiphany recently. Like staring at your stupid face and how you changed your stupid name to Senpai.
How do you say it? An
Epiphany.
Ah, yes, of course.
It's been influencing my poems a bit, your stupid face.
You're a Epiphathus?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other.
Then I can come on you more strongly?
Anyway, my Uber Eats is here. So fuck off.
Alright, thanks for Monica's writing tip of the day.
Monica now walks away and will not read dialogue because her food's here.
You know, you're right. If I try hard to make it perfect, I won't ever make any progress. I shouldn't just force myself to get something down on paper. You're right. I can always tidy it up later. And there's another way to think about this. Oh, do you have another one, Monica?
If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle in ink.
Well, that's really profound, actually. Thanks, Monica.
Just move your head and go with the flow. This isn't the right... Where's my grilled cheese? Yeah, anyways, thanks for listening. Go fucking suck Yuri's dick or something. I don't know.
No, she's right. It's like be like water, like Bruce Lee said. Just go with the flow.
Which one?
You better crash into that ass.
I want to show it to... We're going to do Natsuki. And save Sayori for last. Yeah? You good?
Well, it's about what I expected for someone inbred like you.
Yeah, that's... Okay. All right. You know, a little hurtful.
Well, excuse me.
You're excused.
It's not like I said it was bad. You know.
You're correct.
Just didn't evoke any emotion.
Oh. So basically it's not cute enough for your taste? That's what you're saying?
You want to get smacked?
Kind of. Mommy, sorry. I'll pass.
Well, anyways, I guess you gotta see mine now.
That is how this works.
Now that you like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys climb. Crickets leap. Boing. Horses can race. Gluck, 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 gluck. Owls can seek. Woo. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Aww.
Yeah. Told you weren't going to like it.
Well, you were right about one thing.
What?
It is a poem.
Let's be honest, not a...
I am. It's a poem. Why are you so convinced that I just would and or would not like it?
Well... Because...
Exactly.
Everyone in high school thinks that it has to be all sophisticated and, you know, legible.
Yeah.
So people can't even take my writing seriously.
Yeah. But isn't the point of poems for you to just, like, express yourself, Natsuki? Like, your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid, you know?
Yeah.
People can try, and cheetahs do run.
What you're saying, protagonist inbred man?
Yeah. Eagles fly.
I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard.
Like a monkey climbing a tree.
Yeah. Look at this poem. I wrote that line. Yeah. Seeing everyone around you be smart can be really disheartening.
Especially when you're
to write about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely understand.
The other nice thing about cynical writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I know what I'm talking about. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
Exactly. I felt that.
It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. That was intentional.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. Yeah. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that to come from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decide to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, which is gross to say out loud, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Can we just go home now?
Yeah, just read it on the way home.
This is a good poem, Senpai. Are you sure it's your first time?
Whoa, what? Yeah, of course it is. And it's not that good. Am I the kind... Oh, we're talking about poetry, right? Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Seriously?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy you just wrote one. Just one. That's all you needed to do. It just reminds me of how you really are a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room.
Perception is a lie.
Well, of course. Yeah. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise, you know?
See? It's like I said before, Senpai. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, right?
Not at all.
Right? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. You're good, right?
Thanks, Sayori. I will not respond to that last comment. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, and I'm still using her as a tool in my grand plan to touch boobs.
Yeah. I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here. Is that okay?
That's perfectly fine.
That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Are you going to read my poem too? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish the rainy day away? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I'll sleep forever, but I'm not mad, I just want some breakfast.
Sayori? This is just a guess, but like, were you stoned out of your mind when you wrote this? Like, you wrote it this morning, didn't you, after you woke and baked, didn't you? Didn't you?
No.
Didn't you?
Just a little bit.
I told you. Like, you can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Like, you woke up this morning, got high, remember that you forgot to write the poem, and then wrote it while you were stoned before we came to school, right?
I forgot to do it last night.
Yes or no? Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself, knowing that you're completely inept.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best, right?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, you did. Well, the best being what it is, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem, which it is, but not my words. It came out nice, or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. It's a total Sayori thing to read, you know? Like, I read this and go, yeah, that's Sayori.
Really?
Yeah. 100%. Especially that last line.
I
It's
made
so you.
eggs and toast.
That's my favorite breakfast. Even though you were late to school, you made eggs and toast?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, no point in arguing with her over a poem or breakfast or... Yeah. Anyway, thanks for showing me your poem, Sayori.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best, right? She's the best, isn't she?
Yeah, Yuri's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget.
Forget what?
I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Yeah. Yeah, alright. That's a lot of poetry. Guess it's everyone. Glancing around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities.
And this might be a good spot to call this one. These are going to be a little bit. These are going to be a little bit longer, but we're going to get through it. But now, hey, before we immediately jump out of it, because this is an insanely heavy story. What's everyone's thoughts on it so far? I say it's pretty tame, right? Seems
pretty tame.
Yeah, it's pretty tame.
I know there's going to be a twist at some point.
I like how you're trying to be easy, to just slowly turned into a dipshit.
Yeah. Like I decided
Yuri's
to kind of
poem
morph it
is
into...
totally about street lamps, right? Like I'm not hallucinating that. Like she was upset that the last street light on her street was being replaced with a modern LED that's like all blue and green, and so she was soaking in the yellow rays of the old one, just like, oh, I like.
Right. So Yuri's thing is that she's obsessed with classical modernism and she can't handle postmodernism, and so witnessing that transition happen in real time, IRL, for her is just like too much, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. And then fucking the president chick.
That's me.
That was straight up the exact mental thought that a literal psychopath has. Like, they have a fortress around them that, like, they're terrified of people seeing into. Like, they want to see out from it. They don't want anybody to see into it. And she's like, but someone was watching in and seeing. You know, it's like,
I
you're
guess
fucking crazy.
I'm doing it right then. Perfect.
And also, eagles could fly.
Eagles can fly.
There you go, Ka.
All right.
She said eagles can fly more than once in that poem. That was weird.
Well, yeah. We'll catch you guys next time. These are going to be a little bit longer, but hey, man, this is a group thing. We're having fun, right? Right? We're having
so much fun.
Are we having fun, guys?
No, I'm not having fun.
So much fun.
Are we having fun?
Having so much fun.
17-year-old male protagonist. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah.